that new whip. Hey, who's that do trip?
And we're live.
Welcome to Bet Records, where we talk about hot topics, ideas, and all the shit you really want to hear.
What's up, guys? We are back. I guess I don't really know how we started the last one. It probably, obviously, wasn't as good as my intros that I usually
we didn't
do.
do one without you because we felt bad. We didn't want the show to go on.
There was no notice of your absence, really.
Oh,
yeah, you didn't give us 2 weeks in advance notice.
You just kind of filtered in some bullshit instead.
We peppered in some side content, yeah.
Some side comments. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's okay. Well, I'm back. I guess slightly tan. I'm more tan than Trenton is. He's pretty white.
Well, yeah, I've been here the whole time. I didn't go there, so
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you
did get a haircut, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Not really.
Looks like the same haircut you always get.
You got a haircut, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I did.
You don't usually get too bold with your haircuts though. Like it's
Nope.
always kind of like the same thing.
Style, yeah,
Yep, been the same since 7th grade.
Damn.
You got the same haircut place?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Not anymore.
You trusted them to not fuck it up?
Nope, they just fuck it up, and I deal with it. It's okay. My back's a little bit longer, and I think I want it, so I might go back in for a trim up or something, or a touch up. I don't know.
Well, if you go within the first week, you can. Yeah. When did you get it?
A week ago, probably, not even.
Yeah, you're probably too late now. They'll probably charge you. But if you go within the first couple days, you're like, hey, I was just in here. You probably still try, but you're like, I was just in here. I didn't.
I need fixing.
Yeah, I need fixing.
Yeah.
Person fucked up.
Well, and they didn't fuck up. They just kind of forgot about the back of my head. I feel like low key.
I mean, that's definitely still fuck you up.
So they fucked.
They slightly misjudged the mission. The mission, yeah.
Oh.
The mission was almost complete. They just forgot to turn the paper in, kind of thing.
To the parents.
They just forgot to sign their
permission slip.
Yep. They just forgot the signature.
Yeah.
So. Well, yeah, that was my story for this past week.
Yeah,
but what was your story for this past week, Josh?
Yeah, how was your vacation?
It was pretty good. I went to Cape Canaveral, Florida.
What was the weather?
That was pretty fun. About 85 and sunny every single day.
Okay.
A little bit of cloud coverage for the first couple days, but then it was pretty clear the rest of the week. Yeah, it was fun. Went go-karting. Went to the beach, obviously.
Nice.
Our resort was right on the beach, so it was literally a 5-minute walk, not even, to the beach.
That's good stuff. You have any good food out there?
Yeah. We caught. We actually went fishing one of the days, and we caught some mahi and some triggerfish.
Nice, I saw that. It was a good fucking fish.
Yeah, I think it was fun to catch. It was definitely different than Minnesota fishing. Those things, they're just a lot stronger, a lot faster out in the ocean, so they don't fuck around out there. But yeah, those are pretty good eats. Went to this restaurant and they cooked up all of our fish that we caught for it was $7 a head, and they gave you fries and they cooked up your fish however you wanted it.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
So it was a pretty good deal. Yeah, it's something they do out there, I guess. I don't think they
tourists and shit would make sense. Yeah, because it's either you figure out a way to ship it home in coolers and shit,
or you go home and fish it. Which we had so much meat. We had 8 pounds of fish meat.
Oh yeah.
So we actually went to the restaurant. All 5 of us ate fish, and then we took the rest home. And the next day we had a fish fry as well.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
And we cooked up a bunch of fish. We cooked up some steak and stuff too. That was pretty good. But
sure. Nice.
But yeah, it was a fun time. A lot of sun.
What do you think living closer to the resort versus doing an Airbnb? Was it kind of more so like a hotel still? So did you have a grill and stuff, or not so much?
We didn't have a grill, but we had a full kitchen. We had 4. Okay. It was 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a living room, dining room.
I figured it was still nice because a lot of those resort things are.
Yeah, we had a giant patio with a whole sectional on it.
Nice.
If you sat outside of on the patio, you literally could see the cruise liners because the port was right off of the resort. Nice. You could literally see them coming in all day and parking. And there's one cruise liner with a fucking roller coaster on it. I think it was nuts. But no, yeah, I think it's a lot different than the Airbnb style because those are fine too. Just the difference is just the amenities of the actual resort because on the resort, yeah, it's you have your own private beach just for the resort.
Sure.
There's two separate swimming locations. So we had our building, which is the more I guess, executive building or whatever. It's for the more like people who get the bigger suites, I guess, which is what we had to get because we had so many people.
Yep.
But we had our own little heated swimming pool with a hot tub, and that was like just kind of in that anybody could go to it, but it was right off of ours.
Yep.
And then they had another swimming area which is off of the main 3 buildings.
Okay.
And then that one was more like they had a water slide, lazy river.
Lazy river.
Yeah, they had a volleyball net. They had one of those basketball things.
It's like a water park area.
It was literally a water park.
Oh,
Nice.
That's actually sick. That's
Yeah.
So you get that. There's a restaurant that's attached to that water park,
Nice.
and it's all fenced in. But the fence, it comes to like an opening, and then half of the building. So one half of the bar is in the fenced area, and the other half is outside of it as like a public restaurant.
Sure.
So while you're in the actual resort, you can go up, just walk right up to the bar, order whatever you want, and then just walk around the water park with your drinks and stuff.
Sure. But it is only for the guests and stuff. They don't do like a public day pass or.
No, yeah, as a public, you can.
Oh, you can still go.
No,
not the water park, not the water park.
The restaurant you can,
Restaurant,
but the other
right.
part you cannot.
Yeah, that would make sense. Nice.
So yeah, so it's definitely a little different because like if you go to like an Airbnb, for example, unless you're getting somewhere with a pool, and at that point you're probably gonna spend more than you would just on a resort itself.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just the amount of amenities that they have there is it's just way, in my opinion, it's almost worth it.
Sure.
Just because of the convenience of it.
Yeah.
Like literally, there's a path that went from the first water park area to our pool area. It was all lit at all times of the day, so it had lights, so you could. It was like pretty.
You can see at night or whatever, right? Yeah.
And then on that same path, after you go to the same pool, it had another stretch where it literally led to a boardwalk. You go over some bullshit Florida shrubbery, and then it's literally the beach.
All right, hell yeah.
And your spot, then their spot, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and their little thing. Yeah.
It's
Nice.
dope. Yeah, basically all inclusive pretty much.
Yeah,
I don't think you really,
obviously,
no,
yeah.
no
We had to
reason
get food, obviously,
Well,
but
no need to really leave the resort though. So,
yeah. So it was pretty cool. Obviously, we still left the go-karting place we went to. That was probably one of the cooler things I've done before.
Nice.
It wasn't just go-karting. It was almost like Mario Kart.
Oh really?
So
How?
you had these cars, right?
Well, obviously there are fucking power ups on the track.
Exactly.
What do
You got
mean?
bananas.
So it had a turtle thing that slowed all the other cars down.
Oh, there actually were power ups.
Yeah, they were actually
That's what I
power-ups.
figured, yeah.
And
I
it
was
was a little
joking.
mystery thing you had to drive over, and in your car had speakers, and it would say what your power up was. So there was one that was a turbo boost, so that would boost you like
That's funny as
fucking
hell.
like you almost couldn't control the car. It was so fast. There was a turtle one which slowed all the other cars down. There was a hot zone one where you click it and it's almost like a certain, like it was like 30 feet
Area,
and all their cars that passed through that zone slowed down. And then there's another one too, but then there was another like a circle thing called a power wash on the ground, and if you drove over that, it would get rid of all your power-ups and debuffs.
Oh,
So if you got one of those turtle ones, you could drive over it and you'd lose the turtle thing.
Interesting.
There's another one that had a little like kind of like a bump looking thing, and if you drove over that, it slowed your car down.
Right, but
And there was another one with arrows that if you drove over that, it sped your car up.
Interesting.
And it was increments of there's 6 different speeds, and once you hit the 6th one, you could press the power up button, and it would give you a extra boost if you collected 6
in a row.
Up arrows or whatever.
yeah, up arrows, and then you
Nice.
could use the boost.
That's really lit.
That
And
does sound dope.
it was like a 3-story go-kart track, so there was like turns and
Dude, yeah, that's
dude,
Nice.
it was
Shit.
nuts.
Yeah, because I think they have a 2-story at MOA.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think I did that one, but
But,
that sounds dope. With the
dude,
power-ups and shit.
it was like I didn't even realize that was what we were getting into.
Yeah.
Until we were literally sitting in the bay, and they're like, "All right, watch this safety video," and we're
Yeah.
watching it, and they start talking about this stuff, and I'm like,
What the hell?
"Wait, what?"
Oh shit.
And then I looked, I like paid attention a little because I just zone that shit out.
Yeah,
Like
of
I don't.
course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I
sure.
don't know you guys do that.
Like, who doesn't listen to the plain safety belt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like
Take your
it's just
headphones out, pay attention.
it's just bullshit. You know how to drive a go-kart. You
Yeah,
just
it's
press on the gas if you want to go. You press the brake button and you turn the wheel. And then they started talking about buttons and shit, and I was like, wait a minute, there's more shit I gotta do. Wait a minute, what are the power-ups? Hold on a second. No, it was pretty cool.
That's so.
And there was like it was like a mini golf place too, and they had like random fucking like creatures and stuff all over. So it was like an alligator place. So there were just like little fucking alligators all over the mini golf course and stuff. It was a pretty cool place.
Nice.
It's called Beachside Grand Prix in
Not sponsored.
Cape Canaveral, Florida. I think it might technically be down because it's pretty much right across the way from Cocoa Beach.
Okay.
But I think it's technically still Cape Canaveral up there, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
We just kind of drove to it.
I was gonna say, because Florida is more so known as not doing much with COVID and shit. How is that like there compared to Minnesota now after this like second wave?
So it's I don't know. I'd say it's probably about the same as Minnesota is at the current moment.
Sure.
Nobody really wears masks. Nobody really cares. The workers at every couple restaurants, they wear masks.
50-50?
Yeah, it's like Minnesota. You know, you go into some stores, they got masks. Some stores, they don't.
Sure.
That's just kind of how it is out there, too. I do know MCO, their Orlando airport. That place is fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, there's fucking 10 times the amount of flights that go out of there that go out of MSP. And then also their workers are just fucking stupid, dude. We're going in and my mom checked a bag, right? And granted we're flying on Spirit just because we all had some flight vouchers. Spirit's obviously known kind of for their cheapness. Yeah. Go along with that though, with the cheapness, you usually get bullshit that happens. You get all extra fees. You get you know, they always have seem to have issues with their planes and stuff just because they don't have very many planes. So we're going in and she checked her bag. So we have to go through the checked bag area where you give them the bag, they put the stamp on it, and they make sure it's underweight and stuff and all that.
Yep.
And we're waiting there, and my dad looks on the screen. He notices that they didn't charge him for a carry-on on the return flight. He had one on the flight there and return flight. So he calls over one of the guys we're just at the little kiosk thing, and he calls over this guy and he's like, "Hey, it didn't charge me for a carry-on. Can you guys help me get that squared away? Like I need a obviously I brought a carry. I need to bring it back. Yeah, we paid for it on the way here. We thought we clicked it on the way back, but I guess we didn't." And the guy goes, "Oh no, that's not a carry-on." And we both look at him he's like, "Actually, yeah, none of these are carry-ons." And he picks up our bag and they have those little container things that they put the bags in.
The weigh scales?
No, not the weigh scales. They're like the little square container things to size them up.
Shit, right? Yeah,
and
I know what you're talking about.
as he did that, I'm looking at the little size thing and I'm like, those look really small. So then I peek over at the Delta side of things, and theirs is actually bigger than the Spirit ones.
Weird.
They're little sizing charts.
Yeah, the model.
So then he's like, "Yeah, look, none of these fit in the carry-on bin. Yeah, you guys are all gonna have to check your bags." And we're literally looking at him. I'm like, "Dude, I literally carried this on a Spirit flight on the way here, and I'm just trying to go home."
Yeah.
Like I literally carried it on the way here.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I don't know what they do out in Minneapolis, but here at MCO, we play by the rules."
Oh my god.
And he gives me one of that, and so he literally points us over to the check bag area, and I'm like,
so fucked up.
So my dad goes over there to pay for his. I already paid for carry-on, so I'm like, okay, well, I already paid for the carry-on, so if you guys want me to do that, that's fine. I'm pissed off, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But you guys are gonna have to transfer the money that I already did for that to pay for this one. And then tell me whatever it is. And he's like, okay, well, you got to go to that line. So we're both in different fucking lines. And I guess what my dad did is he went over to the other line, and there was one of the managers was standing over there. And he walks up, and he's like, all right, I need to check this, I guess. And she looks at him, and she goes, you want to check this? And he goes, I guess. And she goes, this is a carry-on.
Oh, my God.
And then he's like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. And then your bozos over there told us we had to check them. And she literally was like, I guess she made my dad point out the three guys, fucking dumb fucks that made us do all this. And she's like, yeah, no, go ahead. You guys, you're good. You don't need to check either one of your bags. Yeah. And so he walks over to me and he's like, waiting. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, we don't have to check ours. I'm like,
we're good. Yeah.
And I look at him and I'm like, okay. So I leave the line and then start walking. He tells me this story, and I look back, and I just see that manager lady just laying into those 3 guys, being like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
Like,
funny.
Like, yeah, because I've literally had the same bag for like 6 years. I've always used it as a I've never checked a bag in my life. And then my dad also, he does the same thing. He's had his carry-on bag for like 20 years.
Makes sense.
And he said he flies like 6-7 times a year, and he's never had to check it.
Damn.
So he was like, yeah, that was fucking
Bullshit,
stupid.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was an interesting time at the airport.
was
We
an
were
interesting
not
time,
happy
man.
campers. But dude, there's like a 100-person line to get in the Burger King
Shoot.
I believe it.
at the airport. Like, I don't know if they just had like National Fly Somewhere Day or something.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that too. It's end of October.
But
I
dude,
mean,
it was
That's
busy as fuck. Our flight got delayed like 3 hours.
Wow, that's weird.
really?
It was busy as fuck.
Wow.
Very strange. Damn. Yeah,
That
I've
sucks.
never had that. That's like a couple of years ago when I was flying before New Year's. I had a flight not on New Year's Eve, the day before.
Yeah.
That got delayed because of a snowstorm. But like I've been flying like on New Year's Eve, the day before New Year's Eve, never had a delay. So it's kind of weird that there would be one like at the end of October when there's nothing
Yeah,
going on.
I just don't know. Maybe there are a lot of flights coming in. I know they said
it
the
could be
flight
'cause
that
people want to travel. Maybe.
yeah, and I know they said the flight that was the before us, they were an international flight. And I guess international flights, you have to scrub the whole plane down.
Oh, yeah,
They have
sure,
to
okay.
scrub the whole cargo area down,
right,
all their
okay.
machines. And then actually the passengers have to go through a special screening when they come off of
Makes
international
sense,
flights
makes sense, yeah.
to make sure they're not infected or with COVID or any of that
Damn.
stupid shit. I don't know. I'm over
Makes-
all that.
yeah.
They make you wear masks in the whole airport, all on the plane. I think it's
Yeah.
fucking stupid, but
Yeah. I figured that was still the case.
Yeah, I figured
but
that was the case.
whatever. Supposedly, I don't know.
Yeah,
Supposedly
no,
they're getting better, but I don't think so. I don't know. Whatever.
apparently.
We got some cool drink here. Went to the store today. They finally busted out the good old eggnog.
So here's my question, Josh. It's October. It's not even close to
Yeah,
Christmas.
so
yet.
October is usually when they come out with
I
the
think
first
that
round of
is true,
eggnog,
honestly,
just to
yeah.
get everybody in the holiday season. Just because a lot of these companies know that when Christmas time comes around, what do people do?
They buy eggnog.
They buy shit.
They buy shit. Okay.
They buy shit. So what companies do is they push out eggnog, they push out Christmas apparel or Christmas lights, shit like that,
to get people
early
like you.
to get people thinking about. Yeah, get people like me, get people thinking about it, get people in the mood, and then you're like, oh, I gotta buy presents for people. Oh, I gotta do this, gotta do that. I gotta buy lights. Oh, I gotta buy shovels. Oh, that winter's coming up. I probably gotta buy salt for my driveway. You know, just to get you thinking about the winter
Yeah,
shit.
It's like the wine and dine before they take you out. You know?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we got the good one here. There were 3 different ones that they had available. There was the Kemp's one, which I purchased. I think the Kemp's is the best out of the 3. There's the off-brand grocery store brand, which I personally don't like as much. And then there was a Fireball edition, which was
Oh
a
my
cinnamon
God.
eggnog.
That does-
It didn't have Fireball in it, but it was cinnamon, and they recommended that you do
some
1 part
Fireball
Fireball, 2 part eggnog to make a
Interesting.
special drink. And I saw that, and I was like, that sounds like kind of good, honestly, but I don't have Fireball, and I think if I really wanted to do that, I could just dump Fireball in the normal one,
Normal
and it
one,
honestly,
probably
it could be
tastes the
pretty
same.
boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't really be that.
So, I got the regular. You boys, Trenton's never had eggnog, is what he told me before the show. I am flabbergasted that he's never had that.
I honestly think it smells like bubblegum. It's my honest opinion.
Okay, Q-Tip. When was the last time you had swirl it around a little bit? Also, when was the last time you had eggnog?
Probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay, well, I get eggnog every single year, so I'm kind of an eggnog connoisseur of sorts.
smells like bubblegum, dude.
Let's
Hubba bubba.
let's all. Do we want to just take a sip and try it? Yeah, all right. Let's do it.
Tastes like bubblegum.
That's not too bad.
That's
It's
pretty
definitely
good.
one of the better ones I've
That's
had.
pretty good eggnog, I think.
Does
Yeah.
it not taste just like bubblegum?
It has a
Um,
little bit of a bubble.
I kind of get what you're
Little,
saying.
Yeah.
It's,
just a little
It's
different
milky
than that.
bubblegum.
Eggnog is kind of a weird drink. I honestly,
That
it's kind
I
of
can agree with.
it's kind of a weird drink. It's not bad. I think it's pretty good, but
It's decent.
it's not like the best thing in the world. But it's definitely one of those things where I buy it once a year. I probably won't buy it again.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I probably won't buy
Like,
another
once a
jug of
year
it.
thing.
I just buy it once when I see it the first time, and then I'm like, I get my fix, and I'm like, all right. It's because eggnog is super bad for you.
Oh,
Really?
is it really?
Super bad for you.
What the fuck is it made out of anyway? Really? I mean, obviously
Eggs and milk and some other bullshit.
Yeah.
It's super bad for you.
Weird. I wonder why, because milk is
Look,
fine for you.
it's just look how thick it is.
Well, yeah, I get it's thick. Man,
Hey man, I heard anything thick it can't be that bad.
And as you drink it too, it does taste better usually as you go.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. Yeah. Not too bad.
it just tastes like bubble gum.
We gotta take a swig of it. You're
I
sipping
did.
it.
Take a fat gulp.
Take a pull,
Yeah, take a real pull.
not a Q-tip pull, but like a normal person pull.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it just tastes like bubble gum.
Is it a good bubble gum?
It's
You don't like it?
unnecessary.
You don't like it?
Why would I want to drink bubble gum? That's
okay.
where I'm at right now.
Well, it's a holiday drink. Okay, now let me ask you this: if I put some like vodka in here, would you drink it? Would you think it would taste pretty good?
Might be okay. I don't know.
I'd have to try.
What about some Fireball? Like a 1 part Fireball, 2 parts of this. You get a little cinnamon in there.
Cinnamon might help. I don't know. It's definitely weird. Not what I expected at all until I smelled it.
What's
but-
really good with Fireball is the root beer and the rum chata. That's really good.
What?
That's a little off topic, but yeah, we can go into this.
Well, we were talking about Fireball. Like, I think this is quite not there. I think with Fireball it wouldn't be that good, but that's what I think it's good.
Rum chata and what else?
And
Root beer.
Root beer?
Root beer, yeah.
So it's like
Makes like a cinnamon toast crunch.
Is it pretty good?
It's pretty good, yeah.
Where have you ever had that?
Jams made it for me one time. Then I bought some myself.
You think they sell that? They probably sell it at bars.
Oh yeah,
Right,
I
make
bet
'em-
you could.
Oh, they got it.
It might depend on the bar if they have
What do you
rum
think
chata or
that's
not.
called? What do you think the drink's called?
Cinnamon toast crunch. It tastes just like cinnamon toast crunch.
That's what the drink is called?
Yep.
We've gotten something like that before.
I might have made it for you one time when I had one.
No,
I think we should-
definitely ordered that before or something. I mean, they definitely have the what is it called? The breakfast pancake shot or whatever
Yep,
with
they
the
got
orange
that.
juice.
Yeah, that one's
but
pretty good.
I swear I've had that one before too.
Really good.
Yeah, we
Really
should all
good
get one of those
cinnamon
on
toast crunch.
Saturday.
Oh.
Sometime we can, yeah.
Yeah, on Saturday. All right, I'm down on Saturday.
Yeah, I think I'm in on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, maybe early Saturday.
So Halloween, just for all who aren't aware of American
Yeah.
holidays, Halloween is a once a year thing. There's not extra weekends that you can go and
It's not twice a
dress
year,
up. You know,
once.
you might get the 2 days of Friday and Saturday. Yeah, granted, because it's on a Sunday. You probably won't get too many people on Sunday, just at a bar at
Yeah.
least, just because a lot of people don't go out on Sundays. But Friday, Saturday, probably be pretty good. Saturday usually being the better of the two as far as Halloween goes, especially being that Halloween is actually Sunday.
Yep.
So people will be celebrating at midnight on. That's a good idea, actually. But Q-Tip, what did you decide to do instead?
I'm gonna go to a rave in the city. It's not a bad idea. I mean, it'll be
Didn't you go to one last year the same day, or was
No,
that 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
How was that?
Res, that was pretty fun. Res is a good time. Res is very, very horror style.
Is it the same-
games that's made up.
Like band or group?
No, it's called
Or-
Blunts and Blondes. Is the group that's performing this year.
Your two favorite things.
Oh yeah, obviously. One of my favorite things. Which
Shit.
one?
Should have been blunts, blondes, and eggnog.
What the fuck? Yeah, man.
So Q-Tip will be forfeiting his drink.
We
So
can take.
gross.
Next time we all go out, we'll take a cinnamon toast shot.
I'm telling you, it gets better as you drink it.
No, it just tastes like bubble gum
Steve,
every time I
don't know
drink
if I'd
it.
have another glass, but it was pretty.
I won't have another glass.
I
Like I said,
maybe
it's
finish
literally
this.
like a every once in a while thing.
Yeah.
Once a year.
I don't think I drink like 2
Yeah.
glasses.
It's like Halloween, you get that one day to go out and hang
Oh
out
my
with your
fucking
friends,
God.
and then
And then you end up not showing up and going to a rave in the cities with
Hey,
a bunch of losers.
Listen, all right. This plan was it happened like a couple weeks ago. Okay.
a couple weeks
A
ago,
couple weeks ago.
Halloween, when that comes every year.
Yeah. How many times a year is it, Q-Tip? Not twice. Once. There you go. Good job.
Hey, listen.
This guy's playing it off like he forgot when Halloween was.
I like to party during the first weekend of November. I like to celebrate the bringing in of November.
I thought you were gonna just say I like to party Just leave it at that.
I do. Like,
Technically the first weekend of November actually isn't until the week following.
Wait, what?
When's the 31st of October?
This weekend.
Yeah.
So the next,
What day is
but then the
31st
weekend
of
after that would
October?
be the first
Is
weekend
it
of-
Sunday?
What? The 31st of October is Sunday. Yeah.
What's the
Okay.
question?
So that means the 1st of November is on Monday.
It's on Monday,
So
but the
that's no
first-
longer the weekend,
but it's
correct?
the first
So the first
weekend
weekend of
comes after.
November
Yeah.
is the following weekend.
That's what I'm
The
saying. So
6th,
I'm
7th.
gonna be celebrating next weekend too, so we can just go out then.
Well, no, we got stuff going.
Yeah,
on.
no, we're going to rave that weekend.
Yeah, we're going to
we
rave that
can
weekend.
celebrate. We can take a cinnamon toast shot to hunting.
I actually
hunting
will be
season.
hunting though.
Oh yeah,
I
there
won't
we go.
be here.
You go bag a deer
On a
and then
Saturday.
we can go take a drink.
Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Dude, the
Yeah,
deer
when
don't
you
even
come
go
back
out on
home,
Saturdays.
When you come back home with your deer, then you go out to the bar and take a shot and celebrate. There you go.
Dude, the deer will be at the bar on Saturday. What do you think they do during the weekends? Run around and get shot? I doubt it.
Doubt it.
Fuck, dude. Well, speaking of getting shot,
Guys, that was a good transition.
Jesus Christ.
so what happened with this whole Alec Baldwin thing? Let's just go way down there. Someone got shot, or someone
Yes,
fucked up?
It was the cinematographer who got shot, correct? I believe. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Alec Baldwin was he had the prop gun that's supposed to be checked by two other people. I believe it's the prop gun, like the prop manager, and then there's a weapons expert as well
Yep.
that's supposed to check it. So failed those two checks. Somehow got into Alec Baldwin's hand, I believe, off scene, like when they're not even
Yep.
recording, and he was toying around with it, and it went off, and actually ended up causing the death of someone, sadly.
Yep. Yeah, and what I read too is because I read a little bit into it as after I usually wait a couple days for that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
I usually try to get all the facts and whatnot. And I actually read a report that the one of the people who interviewed to be the like prop master, lead prop guy or whatever for the Rust movie.
Yep.
He actually, when he went into the interview process and they kind of laid out like what their plan was, what they're doing, he actually said he got like a bad feeling. He didn't really like the vibe. It didn't. It sounded like they were like cutting corners and weren't really focusing on safety and stuff like that.
Oh,
Interesting.
And he actually said he declined to be like the movie's prop guy. He said he was like a all-star prop. It'd be like if LeBron James said
One of the big guys.
he wants to play for your team kind of a deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I actually did hear something about that too. I heard that there have been this issues with this company, like they do lower production budgets, and
And they cut corners and stuff. Yeah.
And that's why these things tend to happen. Basically, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was reading something about that as well myself.
And I saw that the same they had an issue like a year or two ago too with on another set where a gun went off as well.
Yeah. Jeez.
Just again because they're low budget
You know, cutting corners.
weapons, that they're not doing all the checks that they should be. I mean, you know, that's shit that happens, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's bound to happen. You know, Murphy's Law.
So the question is, Trenton, do you blame Alec Baldwin?
I don't think you have to because there's at least two teams that was supposed to check it,
Yeah,
and he's
it's
handed this
definitely
gun.
not
Hey,
his fault.
go and use this for a prop, and we're gonna record you. Like
The only
don't know.
reason I see as maybe is because he was fucking around. He wasn't on scene. They
Right.
weren't like actually
They were actually
filming.
shooting it.
He was literally just dicking around with the gun.
I suppose.
suppose.
But maybe he could have been rehearsing, maybe, or practicing with it. You know, and he might be not doing what he's supposed to be doing, but he might have been just trying to do some extra
get into
work,
character,
you know, yeah,
I
get into
guess.
character.
Yeah,
You know, so I don't really blame him there too much, honestly.
yeah. I guess we really don't know his true intentions as far as I've seen yet. And I've just read that he basically canceled all his other projects, so they're recording that movie. I don't know if they're gonna finish it. I'm not sure about
Yeah,
that.
and that was my next question.
I'm not sure if they're finishing
Yeah.
it. Basically, all of his other projects have came to a stop here currently, due to the sadness currently here. But do we think, maybe this kind of piggybacks off your question, do we think that Alec Baldwin gets like canceled, not hired on any jobs anymore,
No,
kind
I
of
don't think
thing,
that would happen,
or is
no.
it just due to the other team's checkings more so?
No, yeah, I don't think that would be a thing at all. No, I don't think that would happen. I think it's just a misunderstanding. It's very unfortunate. I think if anything, it will hurt the staff who failed the checks rather than Alec Baldwin himself. Yeah.
Speaking of hurting staff and movies and whatnot, have we heard about the Dave Chappelle controversy and issues of his Netflix series that aired. I think it was about a month ago now, about 3 weeks to a month ago.
I watched it. Since we talked about it last time.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Obviously, he did that whole thing on purpose.
Yeah.
It was all maybe not written, but the concepts and the
those
ideas.
Are all pre-written. All those kind of shows.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
and
he writes his jokes. He knows what he's saying.
Yeah.
So that's probably fair.
Yeah.
No, that's probably fair with the specials, especially. That's true. But it's funny because he basically calls out the woke and that they'll get offended from anything, and says like, "Hey, I'm on your side, but like, why is it that people make fun of black people and we don't get butthurt about it, but you guys do every single time?" And basically left it at that at the end of it, and people still in that community got butthurt about it, and are still trying to cancel him and do all that shit.
And now what's happening is he actually has a documentary coming out about his his life, all that. I believe it's called The Closer, or is that
That's
Netflix
the special? Yep,
the
special
Netflix
is called The Closer.
So the
because
movie,
it was the end of his Netflix deal, because it had 5 specials that he just had out to record, and that was the 5th one that just finished and released.
What is this movie called? What is he trying to do? It's called.
It was definitely canceled. Is that it?
No, that's
just a title.
I think that's something he showed a few days ago.
The Closer is that one. Special. God, what is this called?
I think it's Untitled, actually.
I thought I saw a title. Okay, whatever.
Untitled documentary. It says it might be shown in Cincinnati next month. So this is
So Netflix, actually they refused to take his special down. I guess a bunch of workers had a walkout because of it.
Yep.
Because they're offended. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Netflix still refuses to take it down, and they're actually planning on having private showings for his new movie documentary coming out. But every other company that was supposed to show his documentary movie actually dropped him and are now having nothing to do with him. And basically his comment that came out, I believe it was a day or two ago, was that, hey, I'm more than happy to face these people and talk with them and say my piece, but I have 3 demands in order to do it. Demand 1 is that these people who are complaining and having issues with my special need to watch the special all the way through and not just watch the clips that they want to watch and really digest it. The second one is that it's a place of his choosing, and the third was that it was at a time of his choosing. And he basically said, I'm not going to be summoned anywhere. I'm fucking Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get...
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not going to get pushed ahead on a deadline or something. Like, when I'm ready, I'm ready.
Yeah. I'm picking the time, the date. We can sit down and talk about it or whatever. But he's like, you guys got to watch my whole special and not just pick apart the one part that you guys have issues with.
Don't agree with.
Yeah. And that's unfortunately what's going on. He also made it that, it's not even... A lot of the issue isn't even that people got offended. It's actually a corporate media that they control it, and they say, oh, you shouldn't be saying this, or oh, you shouldn't be saying that, or just because they don't want to get canceled. So they're automatically canceling stuff prematurely before people even have issues with it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's I've seen that actually show in a lot of stuff recently.
Oh yeah, no, you see that in a lot of places in the last 1 or 2 years. With just shows getting different episodes removed off of their old catalog.
Especially
there's been old Always Sunny episodes that have been removed.
Really, I didn't even know that.
I'm pretty sure there's old South Park episodes
Muppets,
that have been removed
for sure. I remember hearing.
Lots of TV shows they've had episodes removed. I think there might be even a couple of Family Guy episodes that they don't show anymore on streaming services.
Yeah. No, and especially in the past year or two, I mean, a lot of the quote-unquote cancel culture started during COVID, honestly.
Yeah.
We can all definitely say that without a doubt.
Yeah.
Everyone just looking on their phones at media and bullshit and, this is what they're doing. Let's all go against them, you know what I mean? But even if you look back to one of the greatest people of our generation, Logan Paul. I'm just kidding. But you look at, the whole Suicide Force thing. Yeah. After that event happened, he had to get a team to preview all of this stuff. And they bleep out stuff and whatever. You
Make
look at
sure it was...
all the news places do it. All big corporations like that have editing teams and things like that to cut parts out and maybe we shouldn't do this because that part's a little sus. It'll be fine. No, we're saying no kind of thing. You know? So And even, like, we were talking, me and Keith up on the way here, one of the channels that I usually follow, Drama Alert, the guy, Keemstar, that hosts it, is basically retiring in a couple months because cancel culture is the only thing out there. And now that no one wants to work with anyone because, this guy is a little edgy, he kind of does some sus shit every now and then and kind of has a bad rep for being a bad guy or something.
Yeah.
We're not going to do these deals with them, we're not going to do this with them, whatever. It's just all cut off. There's nothing going on anymore because no one's expanding people or talking to anyone or, as dumb as it sounds, causing drama, which is entertainment at the same time because everyone's like, nope, don't want to hop on cancel culture, we're out of it,
Yeah.
So
Shit.
it's definitely something we're still in today, unfortunately. I don't really know how you go around it.
Well, and I think what Dave Chappelle did with his actual Netflix special, I think was actually more of a good thing than anything. Just because he really went, which he's done his whole career. He's always been super edgy with all of his stuff. He's always said shit where you're kind of like, you know what I mean? Like,
On the fence, yep.
You're like, oh, that was super funny.
It's funny, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, that's been his shtick for his whole career. I think this one was really over the top, especially for today's world. Yeah. And I think that's just why he's having so many issues, is that it was basically sticking a middle finger to cancel culture and saying, hey, try to cancel me, see what happens.
Pretty much.
Now we're at try to cancel me.
Let's see what happens.
Now we're coming up on see what happens. If his special still goes out, I think he wins. If his special gets canceled, I think it's game over for a while. We're going to have a lot of stupid shit for a long time. Did you see that Michael Myers in the new Halloween movie is getting called what is it, transphobic or homophobic or something because he killed 2 gay people in the movie?
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's like he's a fucking serial killer. He literally killed. Didn't he kill his parents?
He kills fucking humans.
Didn't he kill his mom?
I think so. Yeah.
Like he literally killed his goddamn mom. What do you mean he's homophobic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Dude, there's literally a petition to stop playing the movie.
Playing the movie that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
People are bitching about
I
it.
didn't see it. None of us saw it, obviously.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it.
Justin saw it.
Yeah, Justin saw it.
But
that's a lost
that's
cause.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's a fucking horror movie, and he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
What? Like,
insane.
there's just the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's he literally kills people in the movie, and you're gonna complain that he doesn't like gay people?
If they would have killed a female, they should have said, "Hey, why are you injuring women on camera, bro? We should not play this movie, bro."
Like, what are you
he kicks a
supposed to
dog in
do?
the movie. Hey, that's animal abuse, bro. Let's cancel this. They'll pick apart what they want.
Dude,
That's literally what it is.
It's getting to a point where it's honestly just kind of ridiculous, and like the fact that there's even people that pick this out of movies.
Yeah, some people just take it way too crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Just
when I watch a
beyond
movie, the last
same
thing
level.
I'm looking at is, oh wow, he just killed 2 gay people.
Yeah.
Oh, that was kind of weird. Like, you gotta be some kind of like, I don't know, dude. You just gotta have something going on. You just gotta have boredom or something to just watch for all that stuff.
Yeah, to analyze it that
To
way.
analyze it that hard. Like, when I go to watch a movie, I literally am fucking tired. I just want to like do something just to get my mind off of whatever I was doing during the day.
And it's still in the theaters, right? So someone had to pay for a ticket and have the intentions of, all right, let's figure out a way to cancel this movie, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they had to have
dude.
purposely waited for, oh shit, here's the part, dude. Yeah, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? They had to have waited, bought a ticket, sat there for the previews, and then made their, conclusion of the movie. So, I don't know, that's pretty fucking
Dude,
sus.
it's just kind of sad. Even as I was saying that little shtick there, I was even like, oh wow, I should probably watch what I'm saying here. That's fucking stupid. People, we shouldn't have to do that.
No.
People shouldn't have to do that.
Sure. Would you say that you could call the producers homophobic if those are the only characters they killed? I don't know about
It's
that
not the
either,
only
but
characters he killed. Did he only kill the 2 people?
No.
That's the question I don't know either. But
No,
there's
of
how
course
many
he killed
fucking movies,
He probably
bro?
killed like 20 people
In the movie?
At least, I bet.
Yeah, I was gonna say he
Sure.
probably killed more than 2 gay dudes, bro. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah, of course
Were
he
they
killed
all
way more
were they
than
all
that.
dudes?
I don't even know if they're dudes.
Me neither, honestly.
True, actually. Yeah,
That's fair.
I haven't seen the movie.
Either fucking way.
You have no clue.
Bullshit.
I just think it's ridiculous, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's insane.
I just don't know what people are gonna do now.
Unless there's a piece of it we're missing. That's a fucked up deal. But
Even so, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
He's a serial killer. What? I mean, what?
What can you do?
What do you do?
Yeah.
The whole shtick is that he kills everybody.
Yeah, I think.
yeah.
You gonna like? Ooh, can't kill him.
So yeah, that's kind of. I'm
You
thinking
know
about
what
the
I
next movie. Okay, so we can't kill anyone. How do we make this scary, bro? You know what I mean? If they
Dude.
bring up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know, trap them in a cellar and then like do peekaboo with them or some shit, like
Peekaboo.
like the Jack the Ripper shit through the door.
No, that might be that blackface.
Mm.
Peekaboo.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Is that a different movie or what?
No, I was just saying something that probably come as an excuse or something.
Alrighty then.
Peekaboo, you know?
No,
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. There's probably something they'll find out it.
That's
You could literally play a movie about like playing checkers and they'll be like, "Oh, that's racist."
Well, I guess the pieces are black and white.
It depends on the game.
Could be black and red. Yeah.
Black and red is usually what I played.
What? That's checkers, bro.
That's
Checkers, but checkers also.
What did
can
I
be black
say?
and red.
I said checkers.
Okay, I was thinking chess.
Yeah.
I've never
Pretty sure.
once seen a red chess
When
piece.
you guys were in elementary school, did your teacher have one of those checker rugs and the
Oh,
checker
yeah.
pieces are massive? Those are black and white for me.
Probably.
Those were black and red for me.
Black and red was
the
what I
small
had.
board was the black and red. This big board, like it's like a rug, you know,
No.
like you know that like car rug, like with the trowel and tack.
That
yeah,
one's,
towel
that
and
one's
the
lit. I had one of those.
Yeah, no, there was
Do
a
you guys
big
have one of
for, like,
those?
just checkers.
Yep.
Do you have one of those Q-tip?
I had one of those when I was a kid.
Dude,
Yeah.
those things were lit, bro. You'd
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I'd like pull all my cars out and I'd park them like on the in the town. Like
Yeah,
they were
that's
like
what
little
I'm saying.
parking spots, and I parked my favorite ones like in those parking spots.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, it's like that, but it was like big.
And I'd
ass
have like car
checkers.
accidents and shit. It was pretty cool.
The fucking
No idea what
checker
mine.
pieces, they're like a little pancake almost, like they were huge.
Yeah.
They're black and white. Though.
Trent has
Not
no
black
idea
and
what you're talking about.
No, I do.
He goes,
white.
yeah.
Well, I know they're big. The mat's big.
Yeah.
It only makes sense. The other ones are like the size of a dime, but
Yeah.
So
No,
Trent, you
not
finished the
even,
eggnog, huh?
yeah.
I think like an average sugar piece is probably like a quarter almost.
What did I say?
A dime is pretty small.
Fuck,
That's a
dude.
small
I
piece.
meant a quarter.
Oh,
Things are going in one ear, and it's like getting fucked up, and it's coming out the other.
Oh, maybe they were red actually. I always. Oh no, there was one with white. Okay.
Did you
what-
literally
I think they
Google
were red,
checkers
actually.
pieces now, or what?
Big, jumbo checkers rug. Yeah, I think actually the one I had was red.
Speaking of, yeah, see, black and red. That's what's
yeah,
up.
I thought they were white.
Speaking of getting fucked up, how about these Bengals?
Well, they're not getting fucked up.
Yeah,
They're fucking-
the Ravens
they're
are getting
fucking up.
fucked.
The Ravens are
That's
fucking
true.
up other people.
The Ravens went from the number 1 ranked team, I think 2-3 weeks ago, to now they're top 10 maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Wasn't it in Baltimore too, or was it in the
I think it was in Baltimore.
Cincinnati? I can't remember where it was this week, but
They fucking gave him a new one, dude.
yeah, yep. Mixon had a touchdown. Jamar Chase had that.
Jamar Chase went
play?
wild, bro.
Yep. Maybe that was last week. I don't remember, but
The
Jamar
block?
Chase has been doing. Yeah,
Well, that was 2
the
weeks
block
ago.
was 2 weeks ago, but this one.
This week he just
His
shredded
second
it up.
touchdown?
30 points, dude.
Well, that 80-some yard touchdown where
Yeah.
he broke the tackle and spun
Yeah.
around at the
Yep,
end.
that was
That's
that
the
one.
one. Yep. That was a nice play. He is the real deal.
Are the Bengals the real deal, though?
The Bengals definitely should be in everyone's Super Bowl bracket. Whether they go to the championship or not, I don't know about that one.
I think they were in my bracket, weren't they?
Maybe.
They definitely weren't mine. I don't think.
I don't remember.
I know I had one
We'd have to go
sleeper
back.
team.
Yeah,
you
we'd
got
have-
it? You got it on there?
I can find it somewhere.
Is it on your computer?
No, yeah, I'll find it. It's right here.
Was it on your computer though?
You didn't save it in a folder that would be easily accessible.
Let me see.
Let's still save it to his phone somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, Jamar Chase tore it up. Joe Burrow tore it up. They made the Ravens look like a little kids team, dude.
Before we keep going here, let me ask you about this trade that is going on right now in our very own league. So we have Wyatt giving away Terry Scary Terry McLaurin. And he is receiving from Cole, Rashad Bateman, and Chuba Hubbard.
What?
That was my first initial reaction as well.
Who? Rashad Bateman? Who the fuck is Rashad Bateman?
The third string wide receiver for
And who the
Baltimore.
fuck is Chuba Hubbard?
The current starting running back for one more week until McCaffrey comes back.
Who offered who?
Cole offered Wyatt. Wyatt accepted.
I would disallow that.
That's kind of what I'm leaning towards.
I
but
would disallow it.
How do you go about doing that?
Just click the disallow button. Say, I'm not. That's no. There's no way you can let that happen.
I'm messaging Wyatt to see what we can do.
There's
about this.
there's Cole's had a lot of sussery because didn't he acquire? What was the other one he acquired? He acquired Ricky's two of his best players.
Just Mike Williams.
No, and Austin Eckler.
No, he had Eckler. It was just Williams.
No, it was Williams and another person.
Carson.
He acquired two like really good people, and I was like, really, Ricky just gave you those? I think Cole's doing some sus shit.
What is he sucking dick for trades?
Hey, call Wyatt right now.
Wyatt's at work till 10.
Oh, true. Actually, he might pick up. I doubt
Is Cole at work?
No.
it.
Should we call Cole?
Let's get a live interview.
A live interview?
There we go.
On this
We're
train.
gonna have Cole plead his case here.
Oh man.
See what he has to say.
Live interview happening now. Hoping that Cole picks up. He should pick up. He picked up. Oh, that was Wednesday last week, I guess.
See what we get. He
Sorry.
might be working for once. Let's see what happens.
Cole works?
And he just started doing
Yeah,
pizzas
he's
again.
more pizzas
Oh,
over again.
again.
Come on, Cole. Don't let us down.
That trade is really sus, though.
That is kind of a
I know.
Terry McLaurin is like the one of the top receivers in the league right now.
Here, listen to his voicemail. It's funny.
Please leave your message for Cole Chester.
So slow. Cole.
It is pretty
So yeah, but Terry McLaurin is one of by far the better receivers in the league right now.
Wyatt has
And
Justin
who is
Jefferson, and that's it for wide receivers.
and he just traded away McLaurin? Yeah, there's some sussery going on there.
Going on there. So
What's Wyatt? Hey, what's Wyatt's?
Wyatt's ranked like last or something.
We need
Almost worse than me.
Yeah, I would.
We need a separate commissioner that isn't trending.
Which one's Wyatt? Is that Wyatt taking the dub? No, that's Ricky.
No, Wyatt is
It's
just
Wyatt's
Wyatt's team.
Yeah, it's literally
He's
Wyatt's
3-4, but
Maybe.
no, he's got T Higgins.
Yeah, but
Got
still,
Justin Jefferson and
and that's it.
Christian Kirk, I guess.
That's it. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on.
and
with
fans.
that
And
one.
fans is pretty good.
Yeah, but he's a tight end.
I
But Fantas is good.
Yeah, he was popping off.
So we will see what it says later on.
I don't
and
know.
keep you guys
Cole's
updated.
Cole's
that
been
one.
doing some sussery.
Some sussery.
Hey man, Cole's been making some trades.
Didn't you have a trade with him?
No, I had a trade with Nick. Nick needed a running back last week.
But I don't know, man. I think that trade is sus.
I think it is sus as well. I completely agree.
Yeah,
So
we need a commissioner to investigate this trade.
I mean, Chuba Hubbard, he's not even
he's playing for one more week.
that good. I don't even know who Bateman is,
We
bro.
need to figure out
Dude, he
Cole's-
scored.
He's a rookie. He was out first 3 games.
He was
of
out the
season.
first 5 games.
Yeah, first couple for sure.
And then he did a 4.9 and a 9.
That is pretty sus.
Hey man, he's emerging in the Ravens.
And he's on it.
offense.
He's on his bye week.
We need to see.
The Ravens are on bye this
Oh
week.
yeah,
Yep.
wait, that's what he fucked
It
up.
doesn't go through till next week.
We need someone to be watching
I
the
think.
back
I
of the
don't
Applebee to see if Cole's giving blowjobs back there. Or what?
Dude, well, if it goes off till next week,
I'll have to see.
more run game in the Chiefs.
Might be 3 days.
Blah blah blah. Chuba Hubbard finished. Blah blah blah.
Investigate this.
Not coaching. Struggles about Sam was Sam Darnold was benched.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even see
played like
that.
shit.
Played like shit.
He did. He got 4 points for me in my
I
league.
was reading an article from Yahoo. It was like, yeah, you should probably get rid of Sam Darnold if you have him. That's basically what it said.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
Damn
players
it.
you should drop. Yeah.
And I was gonna play him one more week in that league too because they play against Atlanta. But
Oh,
I
man.
guess maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I don't. I don't know what's going on with that trade.
Some
Yeah.
illegal back table deals are going on.
Yeah.
Because you got who's got it? What's his fucking Wyatt's team?
Wyatt. Yeah, Wyatt's team is literally called...
Terry McLaurin. Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's a stupid-ass trade.
Dude,
Doesn't make
Terry
any sense.
McLaurin put up 22 points for him last week.
Yeah, he needs a running back bad, supposedly. I haven't talked to Wyatt yet.
He's got Henderson, who is just
It's
fine.
fine.
He's been putting up like 15 points a game, except for last week he only put up 8, but that was just an off week.
If you guys are still with us now, if you guys have trade questions, shoot it to us. Instagram at bet_records. I'm on there every day. This is a bullshit trade, so if you get this in your league, definitely let us know. I'll tell you what's up. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
don't
So-
I mean, he's got
any cold trades
Gaskin. That's
happen.
not bad. He
Yeah.
put up 15 points last week. This is such a bullshit trade, dude.
Yeah.
This is such a bullshit trade.
Yeah.
There's some sussery going on.
Yeah, so it's either going to sit unless I decline it from Wyatt saying I can decline it. But if Wyatt wants it, I feel like it has to be as...
I think
as
you
it
need to
is.
talk to him and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm... Yeah, so...
Because I think there's some sussery going on.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin is probably better than Justin Jefferson. Maybe
Yeah.
slightly below TBH, but I would say both of them are
I would
receiver ones.
McLaurin's wide receiver 1 material all day.
Yeah,
There's no reason you should be trading him for a third string receiver and a
yeah.
backup
And a
running
that
back.
won't play after 2 weeks. Yeah. Yep. So, it's pretty sus.
Unless he's just not paying attention, but
I don't know.
even if you look at fantasy, everything,
Yeah.
it's not a good. The Ravens guy's literally on his bye.
I
week.
literally told Cole, this does not look good at all on paper. This makes no sense on paper.
What did he say?
Oh, well, Rashad Bateman's coming up as the number 1 receiver on the Ravens, and Wyatt needs a running back.
Isn't
and
Marquise
and
Brown still in?
CMC,
Or did
yeah,
he
he
get hurt?
is. He is. But Cole's like, CMC will be injured again, and he'll be out the whole season, so Chuba Hubbard Wyatt can use him all year. I'm like, we don't know either of those things. Could Bateman go off and be the number 1 wide receiver by the end of the year? Sure. Could CMC be injured for the rest of the year? Sure. But we don't know none of that, and on paper, this looks like dog shit.
Yeah,
So,
that trade looks like garbage, dude.
literally.
Yeah, always says
There's some sussery going on. Cole knows it.
That's what I told Cole. I said, oh, so you wouldn't accept my trade because I traded him my tight end because he needs a tight end. And then I said, oh, so you wouldn't accept my trade and now you got to go pick on poor Wyatt who doesn't know any better, you jerk. Oh, no, it's a good deal. No, it's not.
No, that's some sussery. I would.
It's not.
Yeah, no, there's some sussery going on there.
That's
We need
a
a league
fucked up
investigation.
That's a bad trade.
But speaking of trades, 600th touchdown pass for Tom Brady. Godwin, was it God? No, it was Mike Evans that caught the ball. Runs to the stands, gives it to the first guy in the front row, runs off. No one thinks about it until a couple minutes later. Someone from the Bucs staff, team staff, I'm not sure what member he was in the organization, but went over to him and basically shook his hand, took the ball away, and they came up with some deal that was undisclosed at the time of the game showing. They replayed it a couple times, I think, throughout the game actually too. I even saw it. What did the final deal consist of, Josh?
So,
I
got it right
You got
here.
it. What do you got?
Keith has
So
got
we
it.
got 1 Bitcoin from Brady, so approximately 60-something thousand depending on
Yep.
the day.
Yep.
2 signed Brady jerseys and helmets. 10K approximate value, it says here. Evans signed jersey and game cleats from the game, I guess, I assume. Yeah, so
Yep.
2K.
Yep.
Bucks store credit, 1,000 of store credit, and 2 season tickets for this season and next season, 20K.
Yep.
Not
Yeah, a
terrible.
full season of season tickets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The rest of the season and
full
then all of
season,
next.
full team,
Yep.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, not terrible. Not exactly what I would think would be quite what I'd
So
be
what does that
ironing
add
for.
up to?
That's
about?
just about 100K or just over, I believe.
Just about 100K.
Yep.
Recent reports you saw from an auction.
I think you told me it was. They estimated that ball would probably go for about 500,000 in
500K.
auction.
Maybe even
minimum.
900,000 if like someone got in a bidding war. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely would not have taken the first deal that came my way. But I mean, he probably felt a lot of pressure and he didn't think about it, so it probably was more of a in the moment type of deal.
Oh, it definitely was.
So
Uh,
maybe he's a generous soul too. You know.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would have asked for a Tesla or something. I'm not gonna lie. I would have taken a Tesla. And the Bitcoin, maybe. And the season tickets.
Yeah. Well, now that Tom Brady's got that other deal.
Oh, yeah. Before we do that, what would you have taken instead of the deal provided if you were the lucky fan to get the football?
I think I would
Name your price. Disneyland tickets. Go to the moon with Bezos.
I would at least argue. I would have been probably okay with that deal.
Right.
Maybe you argue for. I might ask for like one more Bitcoin, just one more.
Just one more.
Give me one more Bitcoin.
I would just ask for season tickets for life.
That would be pretty cool too. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you put a number on that?
I get a season ticket
Until
every
you
year.
die,
that I'm alive.
literally.
It really
I
doesn't
guess.
cost them anything because you probably might not actually use it for that long.
Yeah,
anyway.
but my strategy is okay.
You'd
So
sell
you
it.
could
if it's
sell them maybe,
front
yeah.
row, because he
Fuck yeah.
probably got a front row seat,
Yep.
he could sell it for probably about $500 a game.
Right.
Damn.
So even if he doesn't attend any of the 8 or 9 home games, depending on, because now we get 17 games, so it's not 8 and
Right.
8 anymore.
Yep. Plus
Um,
playoffs. If
Plus
home field,
playoffs,
yeah.
yep, you get all that. So say you don't use any of that, I mean, you're looking, you're pulling in some good dough, even if you don't want to go to the games.
True, that's a good point.
That's
I forgot
free
about that.
income.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or hey, could be
18
could be-
games
could
at
be
$500, $9K a
cool,
year.
Could be cool Christmas, birthday gifts to give out to your friends and shit like that too.
That
So,
too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just like, I don't want to feel like going this week. Happy birthday, Gary.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, he's getting 2 tickets, so
Oh yeah, true.
so he's
Right.
getting double. Yeah.
Damn, yeah, that's a good point.
So you could probably make, even if he only went to half the games, you'd probably make $10,000 a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Yep.
pretty dope. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's pretty nuts. So did you hear what happened with the Tom Brady in Tesla deal, or what's the deal on that?
So I heard a little bit about it. What was it?
Basically, a Hertz rental bought.
So that's the other one.
$100,000
Yeah,
worth.
We can talk about that first if you
Okay.
want. Then we go back.
That
to
was related, no?
What?
That just while you guys are looking it up, that Wyatt and Cole trade processes on the 29th.
Okay, so we got some time before we see the sussery happen.
Yeah, Friday.
But that's even more sus that it's on Friday
Why is it more sus?
Because it's before Sunday.
because it's before Sunday.
Oh yeah, well yeah, no, I guess that makes sense. I just thought that was part of it, obviously.
Literally, Rashad Bateman has scored 14 points all season. Chuba Hubbard has 56 points on the entire season.
I love how just like baffled you are.
And McLaurin has 100 points on the season. McLaurin almost has double both of their points combined.
Yeah.
Just on it by himself.
Okay.
And he's the number 1 receiver. This just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, exactly.
This doesn't make any sense.
It's nutty.
I wouldn't let that trade go through.
We're going to see what happens.
Yeah, Commissioner, you better investigate
We're going
that.
to see what happens.
Just
next
shut
couple
that shit
days.
down. What the? There's some sussery. We can't let sussery go on.
Yeah, we can't let Cole get an unfair advantage.
I know, but here's the thing. We talk to the unexperienced member and say, hey, this is what you're doing. If this is
You're
still
getting
what you want to do,
fucked.
Sometimes you gotta protect him for his own good.
well, because my only thing is, I technically should not have to make any decision like this because, A, everyone should fucking know what they're doing,
Yeah,
and B, both parties technically did agree.
No, yeah.
That's the biggest thing, and that's the biggest reason why I'm not going to do anything unless Wyatt says I got to cancel it. So I think it only makes sense to cancel it. We'll see what kind of happens. We'll let you guys know what the result is next week and how pissed off Cole is because we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Cole, sorry, buddy. Hopefully you listened to all that. I'm sure he did.
He's the one. He's the one giving BJ's at the back of the Applebee's. All right.
And he didn't even answer his phone, so that's probably where
Yeah,
he's
that's
at.
true. Blowing dudes
Wyatt at the back of the Applebee's.
or non-dudes with penises.
Oh my god.
2021, I guess. Cancel
Hey,
culture.
man, everybody can get blown at the back of the
Everybody
Applebee's.
can have a penis, I guess.
At the back of the Applebee's.
You never really know.
I feel like there's a story behind that, Josh.
No story.
So this one
Something
time,
happened for
No
us.
story.
I reached down and found the remote. That was unexpected.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Do you ever hear about
So-
those stories that John always had when going to like Vegas and having?
Oh yeah, I've heard those before.
Yeah.
No.
Just don't. You don't want to know about it.
It's not whenever you start a story with
If
"Oh,
you
did
want to
hear
know
this dude
about
in
it,
Vegas?"
if you want to know about it, text us at or email us or something.
Yes, email us at betrecords@gmail.com.
Yeah,
Alright,
we'll let you
I say
know.
before we get into the Tesla stuff, let's go back to Patrick Mahomes before we quite
Oh.
leaving football a little bit.
Dude, I listened to that like 4 times. Dude, I started just dying every time. Bro, that shit was so funny.
Jesus. So is this the downfall of Patrick Mahomes or what?
What do you mean?
He got 4 fantasy points this week.
Oh,
Yep.
4, huh?
Threw his 9th interception this week or this season. I mean,
For the season,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, he
that's
did
pretty
throw it
bad.
this week. Let's see here. When they were playing the Titans and they were down 27. That was the largest deficit they've ever faced with Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs have ever faced with Mahomes at the helm. As well as what was it?
Kansas City, I know you said had 17 total
Yeah,
turnovers
they've had
as well.
17 turnovers this season. I think there was one other thing. 17 turnovers here, and they've already lost to 4 of their AFC contenders: the Bills, the Titans, the Chargers, and the Ravens. And the Ravens.
Yep.
Yeah. So is this the downfall? Do you think, or is it just a rough season for him right now?
I think he had an Aaron Rodgers game last week. He had the week 1 Aaron Rodgers this season game. Does it happen?
Okay.
Unfortunately, yes. Is it something where you as a fantasy owner need to go, oh, let's drop Patrick Mahomes, or let's go and hurry up and trade him?
It's not quite like that, but...
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes as a player will be fine. I know he
Yeah.
got roughed up towards the end. I mean, he just was pissed off, I'm sure, and you don't want to injure your quarterback when you're down 30-0 pretty much. So, I think in that aspect, they're fine. In the aspect of them getting to the playoffs even,
Yep.
I think their chances are very slim to none at this point.
Okay.
Their defense has not proven any worth at all.
Yep.
They're completely
offense is
liquid.
bad.
You can run right through them.
Yeah, their defense is rough this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say, too, is do we think that teams have just they've adapted to the Super Bowl champs here?
Well, no, it's not even adapted to them because their offense is... I mean, they're still pretty good. They're having their issues, obviously. Isn't CEH still hurt?
Yep, I believe one more week maybe.
Yeah,
but
CEH is hurt. You know, you got some other stuff going on, and then you have this defense that's just non-existent, and you know it's hard. It's hard when every time you get the ball, you're down more points. You know, no matter how many points you throw up, you're always going to be down because your defense can't stop anything.
literally.
So I think it's just something they're gonna have to improve in the draft and free agency and try to figure it out for next year.
Okay.
Yeah, because they do play the Giants this week, so hopefully that is kind of a bounce-back game.
I do know Saquon is back this week, though.
Yes, he is back, but it is in Kansas City from the looks of it. So hopefully home field advantage, Mahomes and the crew go back home, get the, boost of their fans and the crowd, noise and stuff. So I think they'll have a fine game, especially against, a Giants team that has been proving people wrong and doing well, above average, which is above what they were projected to start the season, honestly. So they haven't been god-awful like, Atlanta defense or something like that, but should still be, hopefully, a bounce-back game for the Chiefs overall here. Do you think they still have Super Bowl potential, Josh?
Oh, yeah, there's a chance.
Potential, of course.
It's really got to go their way at this point, but they can still make wild card pretty easily at this point. Division leader, that's going to be pretty tough. The stars really got to align for that. But there's definitely still a chance until you get to like week 10. Then it's pretty tough.
More set in stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you pretty much know the Cardinals are gonna win that division already.
Yeah.
It's pretty unlikely that they're gonna lose that top spot at this point.
Pretty much. I was gonna say, speaking of the Cardinals as well, still 7-0 now, still undefeated after last week.
Yeah, best start since I think 1960 or something like that.
Yeah, I think something. Yeah,
1964 I think is the stat.
And hey, in the words of J.J. Watt, we're just better. So I mean, the Cardinals are just better. But I'm gonna name the next couple of games they have coming up. You let me know which team you think is gonna ruin their streak. All right, we got San Francisco coming up after Houston this week, I believe. Is it Houston this week? Let me double check that. Because I believe it's Houston this week, but it is San Francisco next week. Oh, Cole did call me back.
Should call him. Call him.
I don't know. Are you still worried about this trade?
Oh, yeah. Definitely still worried about this trade.
All right, he needs to
We
defend
got an
himself.
official league investigation happening right now.
What do I say? Defend yourself?
Well, I think you can figure it out.
Defend yourself. Defend yourself. That's just open with that. Literally, don't say anything else. Oh, man. Come on, Cole. What the
Nope,
fuck
I
are you
give up.
doing? You must have started jacking off.
I gave up. I have no idea.
Damn, we're not gonna
Pre-game
get the
party, huh?
investigation.
So they actually played Houston last week and won. Yep, I saw it. Who was that?
Drea.
Oh, news to me.
Haha, you didn't get invited. Haha.
59 minutes ago.
That's
Oh, look at that.
I
They
did.
they didn't invite St. Cloud PD. They said they're not invited.
Oh, really? Damn, that's tough. Man, I didn't get an invite. Rip.
Hot gay.
Can't do it.
There you go. All right,
Uh,
Arizona Cardinals currently 7-0. When do you think this streak will stop for the Cardinals? They play Green Bay this Thursday night. We already talked about maybe we didn't. Devontae Adams is out.
LeBron James.
Well, Devontae Adams might be out this week due to COVID.
LeBron
Oh, yeah,
James.
we talked about that, yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did we find out that? That should have been announced a little bit ago.
Yeah, nothing new as of yet. 8 p.m. today on Yahoo. But he does have to do two tests within 24 hours before the game starts. So he is definitely questionable. It is not looking good from the reports, but there is still a very small window chance that it could happen. But going back to the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, Cole.
All right, now we got it. He answered all right.
Cole Susson, are you working? Okay, I'll call you later.
Oh, damn.
Call you later. You're sus. Well, that's how that conversation went.
He's working
Well.
behind the back of the Applebee's. That's what he's doing right now.
Doesn't he deliver pizzas?
Yeah, they have
he
pizza
does.
at Applebee's. You ever had it? It's pretty good.
Well, yeah, but doesn't he deliver pizza?
Yeah, they deliver.
Why is he upset that he's working? He just delivers pizza.
I don't know.
And he did call you back.
Maybe, but yeah, maybe he's not. Maybe
Well,
he's
yeah,
just
but I'm not going to
on
have a whole conversation with them while he's driving.
Maybe he's not on a long drive right now.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll keep you
Yeah,
up to
well,
date.
we get a league investigation going, and we'll do a video on it.
Let's do this so we can go fucking home. All right. Arizona Cardinals are now 7-0 after last week. They just beat Houston 31-5 last week.
Yep.
Green Bay game this Thursday night. Devontae Adams as well as Lazard looking like they are very questionable for this game here. They're two top wide receivers who, in this next schedule of teams, will take Arizona down. So we got Green Bay this week. We got San Francisco next week. It is at San Francisco.
Yep.
Carolina, at Seattle, at Chicago, Bears. Then they play the Rams week 14.
Okay.
Rams.
That is the one I think as well.
Definitely got to be the Rams for sure, right?
Because then they got Detroit, the Colts, and then the Cowboys week 17. So
If anybody would do it, it's got to be the Rams.
the earliest one, I agree, is the Rams. Yes. San Francisco at home on the 9th could be a good test for them, but I think the ultimate test will be against the Rams.
San Francisco sucks.
Yeah, I don't know if Garoppolo and the boys can do it.
I mean, Garoppolo does Garoppolo even play anymore, Q-Tip?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he's back in.
Yeah, he was
he's
playing
back in.
last week, yeah.
Okay.
And Lance, I don't think Lance would even have a chance. Lance had no chance. Garoppolo and the boys, also no chance.
I think with Lance there is no chance, right?
Yes, sir. Lance had no chance. Go together like peanut butter and Chinese food.
Huh? God damn. I definitely agree. I think they're gonna go 12-0 after they play Chicago. It is at Chicago. They got a good defense. They got a good defensive line. That
Yep.
could be a debate there for when they go down. But the Rams at Arizona. Keep in mind they play the Rams. They could end that game 13-0.
I think the streak will stop there 100%. If it doesn't stop there with someone else before that, which I think is unlikely, It's gotta stop for the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams, and then
The Rams will
Dallas
lock
is the last
them down.
game.
The Rams will lock them down and take them down into the town.
Yeah. I don't think the Rams are going to do it at home against them. I guess we'll see when, that's a couple weeks out here, so we'll see kind of what happens there. Josh, you got anything else before we kick her down?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, that's all I got as well. Arizona, number 1 team in NFL currently here. We got to talk about this beard thing, see if we're doing it or not. Josh has no idea what I'm talking about. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, DM us on Instagram if you don't see a post about it. Make sure to follow us there as well. Leave that green heart on Spotify if that's where you're listening to this podcast here as well. Thanks again for tuning in as always, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
Jose the dude trip. I like how she move it. I like how she move it. I got that new whip. Jose the dude trip. I like how she move it. I like how she move it.